Greetings my fellow LEGO fans, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another and the last episode of my videos about the awesome 1989 Batmobile. Woo! What a fantastic set! It's at least one of my most favorite sets. I could never tell you which set is my absolute favorite, but this one is high up in the ranks. So yeah, I already showed you 8 videos of me building it and another one with the complete speed build for those who didn't have the time or just didn't want to watch 8 videos. So I sped it up a little more and yeah, the whole thing is built rather quickly. And yeah, so now for the final, I thought why not make a little in-depth review of this magnificent set. Yeah, it's rather big, as you can see. I think the length is 61 centimeters or something like that, and yeah, the dimensions are easily to be found. Yeah, the build itself is really great. Of course, there are sometimes a few steps where I think you should change the steps maybe a bit, and then there are I think just 2 or 3 times sections where I'm a bit worried, will it hold till I fix it with the next step? But overall it's a really massive build, really stable. Well, the bottom construction, Technic frames, endless Technic frames and Technic bricks. So it's from the base on, directly from the start, reinforced. And as you can see, it's really good balanced, you can hold it really well. Besides the fact that it's not the lightest set ever made. Yeah, really some cool building techniques to get all those angles and shapes. So from the front axle to the cockpit section it's getting slimmer, and the front, all those curvature. Of course there are gaps, but if you build it with bricks that's close to perfection. So yeah, and the intake is cool, and the headlights, there are stickers that are okay. Yeah, of course I think it would have been possible to put a white brick behind it, but okay, we got white stickers, so they are a bit shiny because the yellow pieces, the yellow trans pieces, trans yellow, wouldn't be really noticeable with a black background. So that's a good idea. Of course, on the inside the complete cockpit is, well, not covered, but everything inside there is stickers. The only prints in this set are the little tile on the steering wheel, the hubcaps, and those 2x2 tiles. Everything else stickers. Well, not too many, but most of them are easy to place. And then there are those 2 on each side, one of those silver, I guess, tank caps. They are no fun at all. You don't really know, should they be straight with the curve or at a slight angle? Where exactly on the curve are they? It's a bit hard to tell. Those would have definitely been the pieces to be printed. It's nice that we got those tiles, but I guess if you compare those 2 pieces, no one would have cared if that was a sticker. Yeah. What details do we have here? We have silver roller skates for those, I don't know, cooler ribs or whatever. Then of course all those pipes going here and the grappling hook. On this model it's on both sides clearly visible. On the real thing, it's hidden inside. A little cap opens and shoots out. So he can take quick turns, and yeah, the wheel construction is really cool to build, and the wings, you shouldn't take it here. There are just a few studs where it's held down, and it's cool. You build the front piece of the wings and then those curved sections and clip it on. So there are those 2 points where the clips are. Of course they don't look too good, but usually you don't really look at them. It's not that it jumps into your eye. And those struts, whatever you might call it, open up a bit. It's tile on plate and it warps a bit, but you don't really see it. You just know it, and that doesn't do too much. What I loved from the start when I came to this part is the cockpit. The way it opens, it runs on Technic axles, which are just loosely secured in the front, and so when you move it back, it lowers, and you move it to the front, it lifts a bit, just like in the movie. And yeah, that's really cool. What else do we have? Yeah, we have steering. It works with the wheel on the inside. No hand of God thing, because they want to keep it nice. The steering is just a nice add-on, but in fact it doesn't work. You can't really reach the steering wheel, and there's way too much weight on the wheels, as you could turn it with those long Technic axles and the tiny steering wheel. But yeah, it got steering, and it's always cool. So what else do we have? Yeah, the hidden gimmick. I guess everybody knows about it already. Here I have the turbine, and it sits rather loosely. You can turn it, and there's a reason for that. Behind these panels, the machine guns are hidden, which Batman uses to shoot one of the doors open. So you can drive through the shot open door, and yeah, those machine guns are in this model too. If you turn here, the covers pop off and the machine guns come out. That's really cool. And yeah, so you can have it with the guns out or just with the guns hidden, just as you like it. And yeah, so are there any downsides? Yes, there are. First of all, it's really a lot of black on it. That's really good. Bit of grey, and on the inside there are some colorful pieces, but luckily in the end you don't see them, and it's not as much as in other sets, so it's a rather pleasant build. And yeah, one piece I just can't get over it. I also gave you an extra video of me ranting about it, so I won't rant about it this time, at least not a lot. This plate tile, the 6x6 with the rough surface, it's just ugly. But if you want to know my honest opinion about it, just go and watch my rant video about it. Yeah. So, anything else? We got the machine guns, we got the shape of the front, we got the steering, we got the cool cockpit, we got the turbine exhaust. Yeah, it's a solid build, as I said. Really cool wheels. really big ones. Only thing, now that it's finished, it's hard to put it up, pick it up, because it's really low. There's not a lot of space left on it, and sometimes if you take it on the wrong part, you could take it apart. This doesn't sit too strong, it's on a hinge, so in fact there's just the clip inside the hinge, or the two studs the hinge sits on. I think that's everything those pieces are held on, and of course this little piece here on the bottom of the turbine intake is also rather fragile, you could say, but yeah. And of course the exhaust system, the pipes just sit on one stud, so if you take it here you have it in your hands and it's off, but easily to be put on again. So anything else? Oh, I thought it would take longer. It's just such a pleasure to look at it and to have it, and it was a pleasure to build it, and yeah. So that's the Batmobile itself, and now there are also some other things that come with this set. Of course, as it's really big and way bigger than the usual creator things, you could call it a UCS set, and so it needs this little shield, of course a sticker. This would be the second ugly tile LEGO produces. A huge, I don't know the dimensions now, tile, also with the rough surface, but it's usually used for the UCS stickers, so who gives a crap about it? And it's also used on the Ultimate Bridge Battle, or whatever the Spider-Man set is called, for the roads and the rough surface. That's okay. And I'm well aware that it's a bit much if you would produce it with the rough texture and with the clean real tile surface. But come on, the 6x6 tiles don't come in any set where you really say, oh, this should definitely be a rough surface. Usually they are in sets where you think, why is it that ugly? The only thing where it doesn't matter is some LEGO Racers sets, I think, where it was used as street blade, but in those sets you don't give anything about that. And the rough terrain crane, where it's the blades you put under the outriggers. Okay, nobody cares about it. But if it was a shiny tile, nobody would have said anything. But now you have an ugly tile, you put on a beautiful Batmobile, you put on a beautiful, somewhat nice Aston Martin, which looks more like a Trabant. Wurscht. A little bit of German. Again, I start ranting about those freaking tiles. Okay, just stop here. So you got this nice plate and a turntable, because the Batmobile enters the Batcave and simply turns around, so he can start right off. And it's also cool for display. If you're good, you could probably also motorize it, so the Batmobile would spin all the time. But yeah, you would need something with 61 centimeters in diameter to have it turn. So it's a matter of space. Yeah. On the bottom of the Batmobile, between all those cool and really stable Technic frames, there's the blue section, and that's where you put the Batmobile on the turntable. It's not the easiest to match this up. Always good if you just look under it and try to wiggle it a bit on. And when you have it on, it's really good balanced. Yeah. So I'll try my best now. So, and it's on. And as I said before, it's a bit nerve-wracking to put it on. But yeah, I don't think they could have done it in any better way. When it sits on, it's really cool. You can have it spin a bit. Sometimes you hit the shield, but yeah, I don't think that would matter too much, as long as you don't want to have it spinning all the time. Yeah, so we got the weapons, we got this, we got the cockpit, we got the stickers, we got the prints, we got the wheels, we got the exhaust, we got the turbine. Yeah, I think we covered everything. We got the turntable and, haha, last but not least, the awesome minifigs. Oh, the Batman minifig is so cool with the molded cape. Just too cool. Only downside is we didn't get a Michael Keaton face. It's just one of those Batman faces they've already had for others. I think they could have given us a minifig head with those rather small, slim, and not so wide lips of Michael Keaton, so maybe it would have been recognizable. They did an awesome job with the Jack Nicholson Joker face. And Vicky Vale, I think that's also not a special minifig head, but she's really well done. Only thing about her, and that's the third thing or so, not too perfect about this set, is her dress. It's too green. It's way more on the bluish side. It's not really blue, but it's more on the bluish side than this sand green. But yeah, the print itself is really great. Yeah, and I really love the gargoyles and the whole top section of the church from the end of the movie. It's a nice idea to display the minifigs, and with the Batwing we'll get the same podest to display the minifigs. We get the same Batman, two other extra minifigs, another Joker, different style, and instead of Vicky we got one of Joker's goons, I think they're called. I have no idea what this word means, but okay, not too perfect in English. Yeah, and if you want to see it, you should definitely stay tuned on my channel, and easiest way would be to subscribe. And yeah, maybe you really don't want to miss the second new videos come up, so you will also be able to see the Batwing instantly as soon as I start building it. You should definitely also hit the bell button, ding ding, and YouTube will let you know, hey, there's a new video, just go and watch it. So, hope I didn't bore you too much with all that talking, but I thought a great set like this just needs a separate review video to have it in all its glory. And yeah, it's a cool set. If you like Batman, if you like the Batmobile, you should definitely get it. For me, this is the Batmobile. Yeah, the one from the old cheesy series is also cool. The Tumbler is phenomenal. The ones in between were fancy, as I said before. But this is the real deal. That's the Batmobile. Tim Burton did such an awesome job with that movie, and the Batmobile is so iconic. Yeah, you just see a piece of it and you instantly know what car this is. Just a little hint of it and you know it. Perfect. So, yeah, now I've talked enough. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.